Hello guys, welcome all. I'm your host, none other than CPA Deko Mohammed. Today, class is on income statement. I have seen most of you requesting a class on this topic. I will still post and repost. Please, for those who are coming here for the first time, like, share, and subscribe to the lesson for more free lesson. Welcome all. So this how the question goes. The following information relates to micro traders. Remember, we have a debit side and a credit side. We have the purchase and sales, we have the returns, the carriage inward, the opening inventory, discount, commission, rent, insurance, electricity, salary and wages, capital, debtors and creditors. We have cash. We also have debtors, cash, bank, furniture, motor vehicle, then provision for that bad debt. Additional information, we are told closing inventory is valued at 20,000. Accrued salary is 10,000, prepaid insurance 2,000, carriage outward 15,000, accrued rent income 10,000. Depreciation on furniture and motor vehicle is set at 5% and 10% respectively. Allowance for doubtful debt is set at 5% on trade debtors. Required income statement for the year ending November 2022. So, we are required to prepare the income. Remember, this question has a debit and credit. All income have a debit side and all income have a credit side, while all income have a debit side. They are written on the debit side. So let's solve the question. I've already solved. Let me open the question so that we see how we have solved the question. So we need to, I need to show you how we solve this question so that we understand it very well. So we have to start with the heading first, which is the micro traders income statement for the period ending, that is November 2022. So we have the sales here, 1,500,000. This sales will less the return inward 50,000. Then we get the net sale, which is 1,450,000. Remember, this return inward, we also call it sale return. So they are just the meaning the same. And this returns, the one on the debit side is inward, and the one on the credit side is outward. So we are using the one of the debit side to less from the sales. Sales return inward, you get the net sale. So we have the opening stock, then we have the purchase here, 200,000. This purchase, you add the carriage inward, 10,000. Then you less the return outward, 15,000. From this, you get the net purchase 195. This 195, you add the 50 of opening stock. That will give you the cost of good available for sale. From this, you less the closing stock. Then you get the cost of sales of 225. This 225, you compare it with the net sale. Our net sale is 1,450,000. Then we less that from the cost of sales, which is 225,000. If we less, we get the gross profit of 1,225,000. From this, we add other incomes. Remember, we have the discount received. We said all income have a credit column or have a credit side. So this discount received was on the credit side. So we have to take the discount received 25,000, commission received 10,000, rent received. Remember, there was an accrual. So we have to add accrual of 10,000. You have to add that accrual so they get the rent received. Remember, all the accrued we have to add. Then we have the doubtful debt. This doubtful debt is 12,500. This is how I got it. I need to show you. Remember, we are told the provision for doubtful debt in the question was 20,000. Then remember, this is what the traders have said, that they won't receive this amount of money. They have treated it as a bad debt. Now we are told in the last additional information that the allowance for doubtful debt is set at 5% on the trade debtors. So if you get the 5% of debtors, which is 150, you get 7,500. Now compare this 7,500 with the 20,000. If the amount is less, that is an income, because you have gotten a lesser value of what we are not expecting. But if this amount could have been higher, then it could have become an increase. That could have become an expense. So since it is a decrease, that will be an income of 12,500. So we have decrease in output less of 12,500. Then we get the total income of 12,84,500. Then from this, you less the expenses. We have the discount allowed 15,000, commission allowed 8,000. We have the salary and wages, which is 30,000. There was an accrual of 10,000. Then we have the insurance. There was prepaid. We have to less that prepaid of 2,000. Then we have the carriage outward. This depreciation, you have to calculate it. The furniture was 5% of 30, that is 1,500. Then motor vehicle was 10% of 80,000, that is 8,000. Then you get 1,199,000. That was the class on the income statement. I hope you enjoyed. We're only focusing here on the 3 things. Let me rewind it again so that you get it very well. So we said here, we have here the sales. This is our sales. From these sales, we have less this return inward. So we have derived our net sale. In that, we said again, we add the purchase, the carriage inward, this column, you see this column. This is what we get, this is what will give us the net purchase. This 195, we have taken 200, add 10, less 15, we get 195. This 195, we added it to 50,000, which was our opening stock. Then we get the cost of good available for sale, which is 245,000. Remember, there are sometimes this carriage inward is not in the question. If we don't have it, no problem. You just continue the way they are. So that's how we have derived the net purchase. We continue with it up to we have derived the cost of sales, the gross profit. We add other income. We said any accrued you have to add, any prepaid you subtract, then you get the total income, the less expenses, then you get the net profit. I hope you enjoyed the class. That was brief class. Thank you for watching. I will still post this question, the link for the question, so that you're able to download. Thank you for watching.